There we go. Now we're unmuted. Sorry. My phone was ringing in the intro there, and I muted the mic. So, what up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Paranormal Happy Hour on a Friday night. That's right, Friday night. I don't know about you, but anybody else glad it's Friday? I am. Been a rough week. But, so tonight I am by myself, unfortunately. Tara is not feeling good, and she's got some issues going on that she hasn't talked about. But we'll wish her well, and maybe she might be on in the chat or something like that. I don't know. Um, but I wasn't gonna do the show. I was gonna do um, a pre-recorded one. But I received an email on Monday, January 23rd, from a Matt K. Lawrence, and he's asking a few questions here. So I figured I'd go through them and answer them for him. So um, I'll get to them. So we've we're gonna talk. We're just gonna talk a case real quick that we're currently working on. This is the file. We got this case. The girl said case came in. The It caught my eye because of what they said. Now I don't know how true all this stuff is, but we're gonna go through it. So boyfriend girlfriend they got a hold of me. Well, actually, his father messaged me and called me, um, saying that they're seeing a human-shaped black mass with horns hiding in the closet. Um, his son is 20. His girlfriend is 18. She's not baptized. So what we did was myself and my partner Tommy, he did a baptism through his church. While I did, and the reason why he did it is because he's tied to a church versus where I'm tied to the Order of Exorcist. So it was easier to do it that way. Um, but apparently, this girl sees a therapist for these issues. I'm not going to go through the issues because it's none of these. It's private. But some of the things that were to me were crosses fall off the wall. Uh, um, son was Boyfriend was hit in the shower pretty hard. He was bit. We actually have photos of that, but I upload them so because this case isn't finished yet. In fact, we're actually restarting the case because nothing we got actually worked out or not worked out. Matches up, I guess you would say. Um, so the grandfather bought the house, knew there was something in the house, but never did anything about it. They've lived there for the past 13 years or so, um, and all that. Supposedly, there was a pedophile living in the house that killed a little girl. Um, we can't find any information about that. Nothing in newspapers, police reports. I believe one of my colleagues is going to the public library in the town that it is in. It's out in Pennsylvania, so I'm not going to tell you the town. But we're going to check newspaper clippings and articles like that. Let me just delete these because it'll make my computer run slow. Okay, now we're good. So tomorrow night we're going to go back and investigate and all that and find out what is actually going on. So supposedly This entity is telling the boyfriend that it's going to take his girlfriend. He has dreams of it. Says that his girlfriend goes under possession. Her eyes go jet black. Facial features change like she's another person. Witnessed by the grandmother, which we're actually going to have to talk to. The house was built in 1989. So, what is interesting about this case is his cousin states, I have some text between her and apparently they got sick the other night. They went to the doctors, said there might be food poisoning, but they can't find anything conclusive. So they slept at another house. But they prayed, they put the water on themselves. They've got nauseous headaches, thrown up, muscle aches, and stuff like that. So my partner Rami had a meeting with his boyfriend's cousin, saying, "Oh, we'll just, you know what? I'm not going to read this because I don't know what's going on, but things aren't adding up." So there's we're not sure what's going on with this and stuff. Still got a lot of investigating to do. Sorry. But definitely an interesting case. I'm not sure what actually to make of it. I'm not sure what to make of it. We've gotten some, I guess we want to say insight from our medium and what to look for. And we still can't find anything that goes along with this case. It's not, somebody's not telling the whole story. So we're going to get to the bottom of it hopefully tomorrow night and figure out what's going on. But I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. I did get a new item for the museum haunted collection. Haunted collection at this point. What we have, it's a West African shrine doll that has a negative attachment to it. I have not investigated it yet. I will not bring it into my house here, but I will. What I will do is I will investigate it with someone where I keep it, where I keep everything. We don't actually know what it is and stuff. So, but I did purchase it. It's kind of creepy looking. I posted it on our team page tonight, or today I should say, while I was at work. So you should be able to go on Jersey Ghost Detectives Facebook page and see it, along with a few of the other dolls that have been on the show and some other stuff. There will be more coming out on Facebook shortly, but it's a little work in progress. I'm running short on time these days, between working 50 hours a week and having a kid and a wife. and all that stuff. Yes, I know. I'm not complaining, but I just don't, there's not enough hours in the day for these things. But oh my god, these pop-ups suck. Go away. Thank you. All right. So let's get to these questions. Just figured I'd start off with that first. Tonight might be a short show, people. Like I said, it depends on how long it takes me to answer these. They're kind of interesting, so to speak. So Matt, I'll read the questions first. And Matt asks, "Hi, I was just curious. As a paranormal investigator, have you personally seen any full body apparitions at any of the places you have investigated? Of all ghosts and spirits that may have dealt with, what percentage of them would you say were benign, and what percentage were malevolent? Did you ever encounter any ghosts or spirits who were very chatty and friendly? The paranormal realm has always intrigued me. I always love to hear about people's personal experiences with the paranormal. Thanks, Matt." All right, so we'll start with the first one. Have I personally seen any full body apparitions at any of the places I've investigated? Yes, I have seen one of my first investigations about, I don't know, nearly almost 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, something like that. I was at Penhurst, and I actually didn't see it with my eyes. I saw it on video. I was panning the camera around, and I caught it forming on video. Don't ask me where that video is because I have no idea where that stuff is. This was before I started archiving stuff. This is when I just did it for fun and stuff. I still do it for fun, but I now keep my evidence and stuff on external hard drives and stuff like that. So, and before you ask, no, I don't know how to put stuff on and off a hard drive. I'm not a computer person. I know how to work a computer. I know how to do what I do on a computer, and that's it. Anyway, the other place I saw one was, um, I'll say the best for last, but it was in Gettysburg at the David Stewart Farm. They don't allow investigations anymore. But at the time, we were investigating um, the barn, and we were all standing around doing a spirit box session. And we all saw a Confederate soldier at the end of the barn walk from left to right. And I ran out. Well, I didn't run out, but I hurried out to the door because there was other people there. It was a public investigation, but to see if there was anybody there. Maybe it was just something we saw through the window. Trying to debunk it. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. And I'm not the only one who witnessed it. Fortunately, we did not get it on camera. There was about 4 or 5, maybe 6 other people there that witnessed it. So, but my very first apparition I saw was in Gettysburg in the park at Devil's Den. I saw the Texan. And back then, I was going to. I was in high school playing. I was playing football in high school, and I went to Penn State for football camp the week prior to the reenactment. So being we had to pass Gettysburg to go home, my dad took me and my brother to the reenactment that weekend, which was cool. It was fun. I liked it. We were out in the park, touring the park, and we were up in Devil's Den. And I was standing on top of the rocks, and I saw a man standing there who looked like a reenactor. Now, being it was the weekend of the reenactment, I really didn't pay much attention to it because everybody was walking around in period clothing. And so I didn't notice it until I looked into the parking lot, and our vehicle was the only one there. And when I turned back around, he was gone. So that was my first apparition. I actually have a photo of one taken at the David Stewart farm. Okay, you can see the spirit. That's a live person standing there, and then you can see the spirit standing next to her. Okay. Um, I do have this one framed. Uh, this is probably to date my most favorite photo. I guess you could say. But this is, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I've been in that barn. This is when you walk. The barn entrance should be to the left of the photo, and this is the corner right when you walk into the barn. The far corner when you walk into the barn. They had it sectioned off. The white thing in the right is like a tarp. They have it sectioned off like they did during the battle. Um, I don't know if they still do. I haven't been back. I haven't been back in a while. It's just, yeah, I haven't been back in probably 8 years, 7, 8 years. So, but this is my favorite photo. Um, this is of the David Stewart farm, or not David Stewart farm, Daniel Lady farm. I meant to say Daniel Lady farm before. Um, this was the same night that I saw the Confederate soldier. I didn't see this until after I went through looking through my photos. But this is at the Daniel Lady farm, and Daniel Lady farm unfortunately does not allow investigations anymore. But that is one haunted piece of property. Let me tell you, I have some good EVPs on the external hard drive. So, getting back to the question, of all ghosts and spirits that you may have dealt with, what percentage of them would you say were benign, and what percentage malevolent? All right. Well, I can't really answer that, because I don't know. What I can tell you is I've investigated places with human spirits. I've investigated places with demonic spirits, and malevolent spirits. You can include them in there too. I know in Gettysburg at the orphanage, I had what I would call a partial possession, so to speak. Um, what happened? What happened was, I was in the pit and I was provoking. I was provoking Rosa Carmichael. We had two cops in the group. Had their off-duty guns on them, on their hips, and I had mentioned to Rosa that she was going to be arrested for her crimes and abusing children. And I kept going with it and going with it and going with it until I went out in the hallway, in the pit, and I see a white mist form around me. And it went into my nose and my mouth and all that, and I lost recollection of time. At that point, I the only thing I remember is being upstairs, lost in, like, I guess, the foyer area. And the only way I could describe it is like being in a smoky fire. So anybody who's been a firefighter or anybody in a fire would know this. Um, this internet's terrible. But that's the only thing I remember of that night. Okay. I did get some good sleep that night. I slept for 12 hours, let me tell you. But the people I was with said that I had I forgot about that. I was a lot paler, very pale. We went out to dinner at the Lincoln Diner afterwards, and I was very pale. It was to the point I was so drained that I couldn't even drive. My wife had to drive, um, and all that. But that was it was an interesting experience, let me tell you. So I wouldn't say it was an actual possession. I would say it's more of like a spirit takeover. I just call it a partial possession because that's just the easiest way to describe it. Um, but I learned a lesson: don't provoke, don't provoke, and if you do that, make sure you're protected. I'm always protected, you know. So, for anybody getting into this or not, do not provoke an entity. You don't know what you're dealing with. I didn't know what I didn't know what I was dealing with, and it bit me in the ass royally. So don't do that. Um, but there are spirits who are malevolent. There are human spirits who are malevolent. There's the old adage, you know, evil in life, evil in death. Um, so that does happen. Um, so that's about what I got. I mean, you can't really put a number on it. It's just, you know, I've done so many investigations that I don't know. I just can't put a number on it. The final question: did you ever encounter any ghosts or spirits who were very chatty and friendly? Um, I have. Um, I mean, I don't know what you're asking as far as chatty, friendly, and stuff like that. I mean, I have had conversations with spirits through different pieces of equipment. Um, there are some. In fact, you know what? There is one that comes to mind. Sarah at the Joseph Turner House in Hampton, New Jersey. She is one of those spirits where she will help. She will help us. She watches out for the house. And stuff like that. But she walks, you know, she leaves the house, she goes for walks down the road on the property and stuff like that, and then she comes back. But she's the spirit that answers, you know, she answers her questions and stuff like that. So we leave her stuff to hang to do. We we treat her like she's still alive. She was a slave in her life. Um, that house dates back way before the Revolutionary War. So, what is it? The 1760, I think it is. 1760 Joseph Turner House, and dates like 20 years before the Revolutionary War started. Could have even been time. I I love American history. Don't get me wrong, but I can't remember dates. I suck at remembering numbers. So don't jump down my throat because I said so. But yeah. So I mean, there are friendly ghosts. There are spirits who are not so friendly. Um, and stuff. If you want to experience Sarah, we are having. Hang on here. Let me get the calendar out. We are doing a pizza and ghosts night. And let's see. I believe it's in April. Yes, April 15th. You can find the event on our events page on the New Jersey Ghost Detectives page. It's from 5 p.m. to 12. We have a few different things planned for you. We'll sit down. We'll have some pizza. We'll enjoy some pizza. We'll enjoy some conversation about spirits. We'll do some ghost hunting where we'll do some learning about spirits and how to conduct an investigation and how to my foot and what not to do, how to go, how to use the equipment and stuff like that. But that's April 15th from 5 p.m. to 12. Tickets are $50 per person. You can get tickets on our website www.newjersey.njghostdetectives.net. There it is. Okay, go on our website, go to the events page, and hit the PayPal button, and it'll take you to the tickets. Okay, there will be more there. I will have them up. Just I haven't had time. I go to work at 6:30 in the morning. Come home 4:30. I got a 3-year-old to take care of, which surprisingly he's quiet. Uh-oh. He's probably watching Paw Patrol. That's what he likes to watch. But if Matt Lawrence is watching and you have any more questions, you can email him, or you can email me and we'll bring him on as a guest. And we can talk. We can talk shop. We were supposed to do that tonight with Tara, but she's not feeling good, so she couldn't be here with us tonight. So she's here in spirit. She's not dead. At least I think she's not dead. I don't know. She said she was gonna die a few times. And she's still here, but who knows? Let me just check that. And yes, but um, let me see here. So we all know. I think my most evil doll is the Annabelle doll at this point that I have. Not this Annabelle. I have to say this. Not that Annabelle. That's the real Annabelle. This is my doll that I removed from my case. This doll came out of Staten Island. She is malevolent, and I found her in the collection with other dolls, and she was giving off EMF and stuff. She does move. In fact, this picture is where I stuck her when. Oh, here he comes. Here. What? I see. I'm busy right now. Um, she was sitting straight up, and about a week, I went back in, and she's not there. That's my son in the background, or she's sitting like that. So she does move around. That's probably to date the doll with that's most evil. She does speak a lot. But she was saying some stuff. I guess I don't know. This one supposedly gets in between relationships. I don't know. I don't see it, but it is a creepy doll. I forget her name. I have her written down. I have her written down in a file somewhere. But Edison. Shh. Go watch Paw Patrol. Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, if you have questions, you can email me, team. You can go on the website again, njghostdetectives.net, and send us an email with some questions you have, and we'll talk about them. Or you can just send them directly to the email, njgd21@gmail.com. Like I said, tonight's going to be a short show, unfortunately, just because Tara's not here, and nobody else emailed anything in. So plus, I got a lot of stuff to do for tomorrow night. Charge batteries and get some things printed out and stuff like that. Plus, take care of a 3-year-old. So, as well as if you are having some demonic issues, email the Order of Exorcists, theorderofexorcists.com. Your case will go to the bishop. He will send it to the team nearest to you, and that's and the team will come out and investigate. We'll make contact with you. So I will. I'm gonna leave you there. Unfortunately, like I said, tonight's gonna be a short show, but it is what it is. So hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and Ghost Detectives. Go on our Facebook page. You can access the website from our Facebook page. You can look at our photos on Facebook. You can go on the website. You can access our Facebook page from the website and our YouTube page from the website. Oh, we have a comment here. Thanks, Dawn. Dawn is the previous owner of Annabelle. that I removed from her house. Um, so, but yeah, so we now moved Friday night 7 o'clock. It just makes life easier. We can stay up later and talk later and stuff. We're gonna take a hiatus for a little while. Um, in a couple of months, and hopefully we're gonna get some guests to come on and stuff like that. That's the plan. I don't know how it's gonna work out. We'll see. So if you don't see us on a Friday night, just relax. We'll be here. You'll still see this face. Okay. So, oh, everyone's been very quiet here since Annabelle left with you. That's good, Dawn. That's good. Have you seen your friend? What was his name? Ace. Has he shown himself? Her friend passed away from COVID, and okay, that was weird. My phone just made some kind of weird noise. That was weird. Maybe it was paranormal. I don't know. But yeah, so our friend passed away, and Annabelle was creating all kinds of disturbances here. Yes, he always shows us that he's here watching. Good. That's good. That's good. So, but Annabelle was doing all kinds of stuff. Knox was walking around the house and stuff like that. So I'm glad to hear that. We're moving her. She went with me, and she's with me, but she's with her friends in an off-site location. Um, so, but I'm gonna head out. Like I said, I got a bunch of things I got to do before tomorrow, and I have a meeting at 2 o'clock tomorrow with a Razor. Uh, it's gonna be a rough weekend. It really is. But anyway, I'll see you next Friday, 7 o'clock. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Our Facebook and New Jersey Ghost Detectives. Go on our website. You can access both from our website. Email us questions, whatever you have. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, let us know and we'll bring you on. All right. So on that note, everybody have a good night and a good weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. Ciao.